Well, good afternoon, everybody, or evening, wherever you may be listening to this. So, welcome again. My name is Minor Ramos, and I'm sitting here with Mike Donnelly. And we're talking about accessing my home. We have been really we're getting a lot of questions about what is mobility within the home, and you know most people maybe misunderstand some of the components that are necessary for it. So today, I'm excited to really just bring in this conversation. I'm the advocate, right? I'm gonna be the ambassador, and I'm just really excited to share with you guys some of the ideas. So today, we're gonna be talking about curbless shower framing, and I am not I'm not in that realm. I don't understand construction, so I have Mike Donnelly of Mike Donnelly Construction to explain that to us. So Mike, aside from the fact that you're going to give us a little intro of yourself, but could you tell us, how do you go about installing a curbless shower framing?
Well, nice to be here, Minor. The whole thing about this curbless shower framing, it ties into accessible barrier-free homes. And it's extremely important to be able to give a person, especially a person with mobility challenges, whether they be in a wheelchair or they have a walker and they can't step up like they used to. All of that is extremely important into developing a shower that has what's called a roll-in feature. And a curbless shower framing is the essential part to get it going. So what we do is we go in and we'll take the walls apart, whether they're tile walls, which they generally are. Take the tile off, we'll take the drywall off behind it and or durock, which is a cement board, off behind that. Bring it all down to the bare studs. And once we get it down to the bare studs, we install behind that, they're called backer boards, basically. They're studs that we put behind there to enable, once the wall is complete, to be able to put grab bars in so that they're rock solid and they can't be torn off the walls, which leads to tremendous injuries. So, okay, so you put the backer boards in, you get the walls prepped and ready, and then you install the durock, the backer board, which is going to be the key ingredient to be able to accept the finished product, in this case, the tile. Okay, so that's how that begins.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not intricate. I mean, it's not rocket science by any means, but it definitely is you've got to do it step by step. So for example, once you frame it and you make everything level and you put your backer board on, you then have to waterproof it. And waterproofing, we use a compound called liquid. It's a liquid membrane in essence, which seals over the top of all the joints. And I put it over the entire durock wall. And what we do is we bring that whole waterproof system right down over the top of the walls, leading down to the base. And what happens then is, once it's sealed, generally takes about a day to 2 days to get all that prepped and ready. Use 2 days. That's safe. Once that's prepped and ready, the tile is then ready to be installed. And that's the gist behind installing a curbless shower. What else can I answer for you?
Yeah, I'm thinking, are there any other particular materials that need to be used?
Yeah, go to the backer board, the backer studs, and then on top of that you've got the backer board. And the studs that we use, by the way, are generally 2x8s, and they're wide enough to be able to carry, making sure that they're wide enough to carry like a 36-inch grab bar or a 24-inch grab bar. If you're going to install a vertical grab bar, you make sure that you install those backer studs in the appropriate locations. So you've got those studs in, and then at that point you're going to put that backer material. Now we use durock, which is a cement board. We can use Hardi board, which is a composite type of material, which is waterproof and exceptional. And then they also make something called a Kerdi board. And a Kerdi board can be used also. All three of these types of materials allow the tile to be adhered to them.
Gotcha. Now, and I'm smiling because I want to be respectful to the listener. Sometimes there's a little like industry specific language, and maybe some people don't understand. So let help me with this one. As you remove the barriers, right, such as tubs and the curves and the walls, what's the next step?
Well, that once we do that, I mean, the framing is its own animal. But by taking all the tubs out or the curb out, whatever's needed to create that rolling scenario, you've got to get the ground, the floor to be below the level of the existing floor. So in essence, you put what's called a shower pan in that allows for the drainage to occur properly. And you utilize, once you get all the tub out and everything else, you might have to chip out concrete. Oftentimes you do. And at that point, you're able to put that mud pan in or a specific type of a compound that's going to allow the tile to adhere to that once that's in. We also, prior to installing the tile, we use that same waterproof compound over the top of that.
Okay, so now I don't want any of our listeners to miss that part, because you mentioned waterproofing. So how do you waterproof the walls?
It's so easy. You know, the compound that they use is called a red guard, or they make a blue, same kind of concept. I don't remember the exact name of the blue. I use red guard all the time, but you paint it on, and it's real simple, and it works like a charm. And that's true for both the walls and the base. It allows for there are no leaks to occur, to cause damage behind the walls, which often can cause mold, etc. So you don't want any of that to occur.
Gotcha. Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, I know that you are very, knowledgeable in the, in this arena. I know that you can, answer a lot of questions. What I love about this is that you're educating me as well as the listeners. And of course, education really is what kind of drives everything. And then from there, they're going to want to know a lot more information. I'm looking forward to the next, podcast or video series that we're going to be able to do. And we're really just trying to get to answer some of these, top questions that people have. And I'm just thankful to you that, you bring, these solutions, for anybody that has any mobility issues. So guys, thank you again for your time. Any parting words there, Mike?
Well, the whole thing is to be able to help people with mobility issues. It's a mission that I love, and it works like a charm. And I just want to be able to help these people have a better life. You know what's nice about it is I get the satisfaction of being able to see them happy. And as a construction guy, you don't get that too often, really. The satisfaction on both sides.
Gotcha. That's awesome. Guys, until next time, we'll see you guys very, very soon. Thanks again for watching.
Thank you.